Something like budgeting. Budgeting is something that's simple that businesses can do. But the reason why many businesses don't do budgeting is not because budgeting is hard, but it's because budgeting requires discipline. Looking at your numbers and knowing, okay, how exactly do we expect to perform? Petty theft is more common in small businesses. A budget is the first trigger alarm that something is off in your business. So, for example, one aspect of budgeting is you're controlling your costs and you're saying, this month we are going to spend 3 million on diesel. At the end of the month, you end up seeing 4.5 million, excess of 1.5 million. It's either of two things happen. It's either during the month, the price of diesel increase, because we know on a normal, we know the range of diesel we use in the business. It's either the price of diesel increase or we use more volume of diesel, or the two of them change. The price changed and we use more diesel. This allows you to be more surgical in your business. If it is that price changed, that's out of your control. If it is that volume changed, what happened? If volume changed, if we use more diesel than required, that means we're doing more business. We're open for longer. We're producing more. So I need to see the effect in our sales or in our production. That cost has to touch something. If we spend more on diesel, but we do not sell more, we do not produce more, what happened? Why did we just waste 1.5 million naira of diesel? You don't need to dig much more before you find out that somebody is stealing diesel. And your staff will now be asking, Oga dey US, how does he know that we are running diesel racket here? You are running your business by data, not by sight. By sight is you go and put CCTV. Nigerians know how to beat CCTV. I can tell you Nigerian employees know how to beat, because I've been in some business places. They tell you that for the past 2 weeks, CCTV has not been recording. All of a sudden, either somebody disconnected it or something. They know how to bypass CCTV, but nobody can bypass data. Another would be leadership from the top, because at the end of the day, your employees will not do what you say. They will only do what you say when you're around. But when you are not around, they will do what you can monitor and what you can measure. So that is why. So there are two ways you can look at it. Measurement and monitoring is the hard way. Leadership is the second way. Even some small businesses, you go in there, they just hired a new employee. Somebody who is bringing their baggage or their poor mentality from another place. They come in there. Oga is not around, but the existing employees are saying, please, we don't do that here. It's not that Oga said we should not do it. We don't do that here. That's because you now have shared values. This is not just a place they work. This is like their identity. They want this place to prosper. There are some directors in some companies that if they stop an employee, you go to headquarters for anything, they just stop you and ask you, what are our values? You don't know it. They will refer you to HR. One of the places where I work is where if one of the partners gets you on the staircase or something, it might just be your unlucky day. They just ask you, what are our values? You don't know the values. You are going to HR. Yes, because we expect that you should know that. You should know
what you're living by and what you're working here for.
If you just say you're paying people for salary is only exciting initially, but people get used to their salary. No matter how much you're overpaying them, they will easily just get used to that salary. But if you're not challenging them to grow, they're not learning, you're not exposing them to either leadership opportunities or challenges. People might tell you that they want to earn a big salary, but if you give people two choices, earn a big salary, go home and feel like, what did I achieve today? You just feel empty. Versus you go home and you're thinking of a problem and people want to